Hi guys, Ralph here. I've got a Dreamcast update for you. Right, and you know I've got the two Dreamcasts. I got this one from Play Expo last year in November. I bought this one before I went there, expecting not to see a bag full of consoles, and this was one of the two Dreamcasts that was in the bag, which they weren't apparently not fixable, but this one's absolutely mint, absolutely works perfect. Absolutely nothing wrong with it. Same as this one. I bought working, fine. Bought these not working, wasn't sure what was wrong with them for £25 for an entire box full. So yeah, there were different consoles and stuff. If you just look for Bag of Tat in the channel. But I've been faffing with these. Now, this is probably going to go out late anyway from what it's actually been recorded, but last weekend was really nice, so I decided to retrobrite these. I've got no footage of that. I just wanted to do them and just see what happened with them. This one has come out absolutely brilliant. The front panel there is a different type of plastic, hence it looks a little bit different. The underside looks fine. It's a version 1, so I can upgrade whenever I want to. The only problem I did was I forgot to take these off and retrobrite these as well. But it doesn't. This one doesn't seem too bad. But what I've decided with the two Dreamcasts I've got, this one is going to be my nearly mint, perfect Dreamcast that I can play games on, play discs on. Done. Everything inside of here is absolutely brilliant looking stuff. That everything works perfect. It's all perfect stuff. In here, there's a slight different scratching on the top of here as well, but things are just a little bit iffy. So what I want to do with this one, this will be a gaming one. That will come out and I'll get the upgrade for these at the Pico drive. I'm going to get the power supply drive done. I might even get the fan upgrade, but these are going to be over time anyway. But the first thing I want to do is, and I've already done part anyway, apart from the retrobrighting, I'm going to put that over there. I want to separate things left and right. Is these parts, this does not come out that easy, by the way. It's screwed in, there's 4 screws on there, parts there, and this can possibly slide out. Possibly will actually do. Well, it'll go back in that way anyway. But there's one upgrade you can do. That part will take off when you get down to the metal part anyway, but I'm not stripping down. I've got a video about stripping down these. People have got videos for stripping down these. It's fine. It's easy enough to do anyway. There's 4 screws on the bottom. They're not that bad. They're very modular. It's motherboard, CD drive, power supply, control parts. Now, this is the reason why I'm here doing this. I've been on eBay, and there's one major thing you need to do with these is the battery. For the memory backup. Now if you notice on there, it is a Maxell, this is the original one, it's an ML2032. ML, things you get from the shop are CR, which is just standard batteries. These need to be in here, the MLs. They're kind of rechargeable, the kind of ones that will work with this if they get power through them. You need to upgrade them. 2 other things as well. There's a capacitor, which, yeah, it's always good to change a capacitor. I'm not doing the ones on the boards, they're perfectly fine as they are. And I'm not interested in going that deep into the Dreamcast. Not yet, maybe 20 years time or something, I don't know. You change the battery, change the capacitor, and there's also a fuse at the back of here, which needs to be changed. Now this is a standard fuse. There's nothing wrong with this controller. The port on this is absolutely spot on, works perfectly fine. All 4 ports, all metal parts are inside. I can see 333 on the top of those, 2 on the bottoms, exactly the same on that. So there's no bent pins around inside the controllers on these. However, the one thing that can go wrong with these is this blue resistor on here, which is a fuse. And it is actually marked up as F1. If you can see on there, does it say F1? So These can blow, and if they do blow, your controllers don't work. It's not the end of the world. You can fix them. You can put a piece of wire across if you're that weird. But there's an upgrade kit I've bought 2 of. Obviously, I've got the 2 of from on eBay. There's also a website as well. I'm not plugging him, but it's zlabs.com. He just sells stuff on his own website, and let's get this open somehow. Why do they not give you instructions how to get into a bag? Oh, there we go. Right. 1 capacitor. We'll get a direct replacement for that. It's a different shape, doesn't matter, it's the same value. 1 looks like capacitor, but it isn't. It's a fuse. It's an inbuilt fuse which will go into there. This is actually resettable. This will probably trip off and will not work when you've got a major problem. Nothing that this console's ever had, but when you've got a major problem, that will trip itself off. And all you have to do, turn the Dreamcast off and on again, and we'll reset this. So you don't have to replace the fuse all the time. And then obviously, what really needs to be done is this inside here. Now, you could quite easily get an ML2032 like that. It's got circuit board pins, 2 on that side, 1 on the opposite side. But what is easier is to get a circuit board PCB holder for a battery. Take the old one out, put the new in, and then you can replace the battery if ever you want to in the future. Granted, I didn't do this with the N64 cartridges, which would have been nice, but I've got no plans in 20 years time, 30 years time, when that batteries do actually break and go. There's no plans at all in thinking, oh yes, I'm going to be pulling myself out of retirement and re-soldering some N64 games. No, that's not really going to happen. There'll be different things by then, I'm sure, but that's a direct replacement for it being soldered direct to the battery. There is possibility that you could pop off these spot welded piece of metal, take out the battery. That battery is probably perfectly fine. Put that in, put that in the holder. It's the same size battery, 2032, which means the size and the depth. But I don't really want to, so I'm going to fully replace it and put in proper, you can see in there, ML2032 batteries. So when these break, when these leak, when these blow up, when these whatever in God knows how many years time, if I have these, fine, it'll be a direct replacement, battery out, battery in, into the holder. Quite easy, instead of unsoldering. It's not a massive job, it's just 3 pins going into the board there. So it's not the end of the world. I've got like I said, I've got 2 kits for this, 2 sets of batteries, 2 Dreamcasts. So we're going to get on with doing that. The other thing as well is you might notice a slight other difference on here between the 2 controllers, 2 controller ports. Not that the battery's got a purple bit around it, we've already mentioned doing some to the battery anyway, is the LED. The stock LED is like a peach colour. I've put a blue LED in this one. Fine, I haven't got a faff with a resistor, it's quite low voltage anyway. That is just there, that will get the part there on top of it, that will refract the light into the triangle at the front of the Dreamcast. But it'll be blue. That'll be the only distinction outwards, without opening things up, between the gaming one and the pure, shall we say, one. The one that is, as near as damn it, a Dreamcast from stock. Apart from, obviously, you've got a new resistor, a new capacitor, and a new battery. But these are things that need to be done, have to be done. So, screws are all out of the way. These are ones for the actual case itself. So we'll get them out of the way for a bit, and I'll get on with doing a little bit of soldering and see how far we get without blowing these things up. Now, we've got down to this part. Where are we? The battery's over here and out. Which goes over here. The fuse, resistor 1, down inside there. And then the capacitor's out as well on there. So it's just a case of just removing those and refitting, to be honest. And it's a little bit fiddly, to be honest, because the solder on this specific one doesn't want to play ball. so it's not doing too well to be removed from this board. So I've got holes there and there for the fuse, holes there and there for capacitor. I can't get two holes here, the little small one in front of my finger there and the front of my finger there, to be exposed. So I'm kind of struggling a little bit, but yeah, well, I'm sure we'll get there. I'll do exactly the same with the second one as well. But at the moment we've got underneath here, there we go, it's over here, before and after. So yeah, kind of see what's missing. So I'll get on with doing these. And there's nothing much to it. As long as you get the soldering right, you're fine. But I think the older solder, the old non-leaded solder, is not very good at all, if it is non-leaded. But it's a pain in the backside. Reviewed it a while ago, not that good for this job. So let me get on with doing this. I need to keep these to one side, or I'm going to lose them. That's battery holder, that, and capacitor. Done. Okay, so let me get on with doing this and see if I can not break this, shall we say. Okay, one done. Now, it didn't play ball too well, but it's gone down and it's fine. Now, the other problem with this kit from the Z-Labs CDB, whatever it's called, yeah. Z-Labs. Is the plastic part of these holders. It's obviously not, he doesn't buy them, he just puts them together, makes it easier so you have to looking around for stuff. The plastic bit isn't secure in place, but the metal bits are 2 bits for the positive and then one for the negative. It's fine. The fused capacitor bit there, resettable one's fine, and the capacitor what's going right way around anyway, with the negative being over here. So that's one down and one to go. Now where's the other one? Aha. Oh, there we go. So I'm going to desolder this one, get it resoldered, and then I'll have two. And I'll definitely be able to tell the difference anyway, because I've got a blue LED on that one, like I say, and then the yellow, orange, it looks peachy coloured on that one. So that's my good one, so that'll go into the one over here. So give me a couple more minutes, and let's get the second one desoldered and resoldered. Number 2 finally done. It was a little easier doing this one for some reason, I don't know why, but yeah. It's a pain soldering these sort of consoles, because one, they're really small, 2, the solder just doesn't seem to want to play ball. So it's a case of being patient, I think. So while I'm tidying up, let's have a quick look at certain things. Right, so this is the good one. The batteries are over here, they're each one individually wrapped. Oh, I can't get my fingernails in there. Oh, go. Fine, make it easy for myself. So, putting them in, there's a positive there, there's a positive there. So let's get that round in. If this goes bang, I know I've not soldered it right. So I'll do it so that the max cells up. And that should be ready to go. Same again with the second one. Very same again on the second one. There's a dent on that battery. A big dent. So positive again. Pull the front with the battery, slide it down, it should just drop in place. 3 volts showing through, connect to the front, connect to the back. I could quite easily just check on there whether or not its continuity is fine, but why bother? These should work perfectly fine. Right, so let's get the good one. Well, say the good one. That goes in place now with the ports outwards. That will go in there, slide underneath the power board, and attempt to put the controllers through the holes there, while making sure that the fan is out of the way. So what we'll do, while that's there, I can connect the fan port in now. Just push it in place. There are fan upgrades out there. I don't know whether I want to do them. I don't know whether I want. I'm going to do what I'm doing on these ones anyway, so that's not really an option. 2. Yes, there's a lot of. Oh, where would I be if I was a screw that I just dropped? There's a lot of screws in these, to be honest. Come on. you go. But they're obviously thinking you're going to be sticking the controllers in, out, and then obviously shaking them quite vigorously as well. But the control point is very easy. It's just them 4 screws there anyway, and a decent screwdriver bit. Perhaps that one, yeah. Don't go too tight. That's just rolling over the top of them, and that's pretty much secured in. Top in place. Let's get that open. Make sure that that button there gets. Let's put the ribbon cable in. Should I do an edit there? No, let's leave it in. So I'll push it in the back of there, just gently pushes in. It's quite a thick ribbon cable on here, but you'll feel it just being tucked in. That's all you need to do. In, on, down, turn around, and then fasten in your 1, 2, 3, 4 screws. And while I'm doing that to this, I'll do the same with the other Dreamcast of mine, and we'll test these and see if I've made these better or made these worse. Now, testing time. So I've got the second Dreamcast, the one that's going to be for the gaming, so I don't mind it being a little bit beaten up, don't mind it being took apart and pieces also loads of times anyway, so it's going to get used a lot. That one's going to be a nice pretty one for sure. So we'll test this one to start with. Power lead, AV cable, controls in. My only Dreamcast game, if you've got any spare Dreamcast games and you don't want them, well, you know, I know a place where we'll take them. But yeah, Tomb Revelations. I'm reading some paper on there. Yeah, I need to get some isopropyl on that. So let's try the B Dreamcast. You've got the screen in front of you. I'm not going to show you the screen, there's no point in doing that, you can hear it. So power on. Okay, so for some reason that's beeped, but I've got a lovely blue LED coming through here. That's quite an easy, very good, easy upgrade. So it looks kind of different angles, comes through really well. So it's showing me on the front time and date, left and right cursor. Use, what day are we on today? Oh. I'm sure it's not the day that I'll be posting this anyway. In fact, it's a long time out of date. In the time. So select, green select? No. Ah, move over to select. So that's saved on there, which is fine. I've got the screen showing play, file, music, settings. Turn her off. Now let's see if it's saved the settings. Why does it do that? Is it a test? Is it meant to do that? Ooh, little swirly thing in the middle. Yeah, it's broken. No, I'm only kidding. It's gone past, straight to the play, file, music and settings part. Let's see if a game works. It says please wait while disk is being checked. It should be the same region as this anyway. They're all PAL. That's running around. That's showing on there. It's boot. Whoa! Wow, that's a very loud CD draw. Good lord. It's working, it just feels like it sounds like it's two pieces of rubber being wound onto each other, unless that's just a fast drive. Lara Croft on there. On here, I want to try the ports. Port 2 works fine. As it powers in. Can you show me Lara Croft? No? Oh, we'll just check for power anyway. Yep. Yep. All work. So with the upgrade on this, it does seem to have worked rather well. So I'm quite happy. Ew. That's a very noisy drive. Sounds like it's on rubber. Have I got something stuck under here? Well, it doesn't fully matter anyway. When I eventually get round to getting the Dreamcast EMU, GM, yeah, I know what it is, you know what it is, you know what it is. Tune radar working perfectly fine. Now let me get it swapped over to that one. You'll tell the difference because that's blue, that isn't, that's still original. So give me a second to get these swapped over and we'll have a see if I've not messed that one up. Dreamcast number 2, my better one. So power on. Okay, so straight away that's coming on. Orange light, so you can tell the difference. Let me try the ports. Yep. Yep. And yep. So first I need to set the date again. Date one again. Of, yeah. It's 1998 on here, it's not. So select. So that should have saved then. So if the battery mod, taking this out, does work, then turn it off. And back on again should give us. I'll assume it does that naturally with the second Dreamcast doing exactly the same, unless that controller's knackered. So it takes a little bit longer with the Dreamcast logo and then go straight to play, file, music and settings. Now that fan is louder on this one for some reason. I feel actually not bad. Let's see if that works. Please wait while this being checked. To say that this one was the one I bought, I think it was about £30 or something, and this one was the one I got as part of a collection of £25. I don't think I've done bad actually. Ooh. That's sounding fine. I might actually swap the CD drive out of this one into here. So we'll have 2 CD drives eventually anyway when the GMU gets dumped into here. You can hear the IDOS interactive and Lara Croft on the front of there. Start button. Yes. So it's working perfectly fine. So it is an upgrade that you can do. There was nothing wrong with this to start with, but yes, the battery wanted to replace him, which could have quite easily have bought another one of these and soldered it in place. Didn't really want to do that. I wanted to do something a bit easier that I could upgrade in the future with. Ooh, funky. And replace the fuse, which there are videos out there which show that little resistor. You grab hold of it with your tweezers and you twist it round to make it connect. No, they're there for a reason. If you plug something in here, then it's going to make it blow up. There's a reason why the fuse is blown. Don't bother watching videos that say, yeah, just get this and twist these round. And no, I'm sorry, but that means you're shorting the circuit out. It means there's something that you're doing that it doesn't like. Yeah, it'll work, but when there's another problem in putting too much power through the ports on the front, it will not blow this because you're fusing straight across these. So it will blow somewhere else. Hence, keep it local. One of those little resistor capacitor things on, it will, if it does trip, it will trip out. You won't see anything on there. All you have to do is turn off and then turn back on again, and it will come back on according to the mod. And then the capacitor mod is an obvious mod anyway, which is, it's good practice to change capacitors now anyway. So I mean, this is a 22-year-old system. If the BIOS resets at 1998, it's 22 years old. So yes, it's about time. You've got a Dreamcast, get them changed. Don't faff, don't skimp with just fusing your resistor fuses together. Get them changed for something better. So thanks for watching. I hope you've learned something on this, or just showing you a little bit extra what's inside these and a little bit extra on my bag of tat videos anyway. So thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, follow me on social media, consider being a Patreon. I've got quite a few patrons always at the beginning of every video, and I'll give you a good mention all the time and do little special videos for you. Don't know if I want to do anything extra for Patreons at all. I've really not done Patreon only videos. If I did got about 1 million Patreons, then possibly I might do a special only video, but at the minute I don't know, just to see where this channel goes. So again, thanks for watching. I'll see you in another video. Bye for now.